So when will lockdown come to an end? Well, the short answer is it really depends on when the politicians decide. But what we can do is look back at the data from the last lockdown and see where that was when it was phased out. So let's have a look at this number in particular, the reproduction rate. You probably remember this. Anything above 1 suggests the spread of the disease is accelerating. Anything below 1 suggests it's decelerating. And there's good news here. It is starting to come down. In fact, the latest data suggesting it's down to 0.7 to 1. Below 1, of course, at a median of about 0.85. But how does that compare with last spring when we were all focusing on trying to work out whether it meant the lockdown would come to an end? Well, what we've got here is each of those different lockdowns. So lockdown 1, lockdown 2, and where we're at the moment, lockdown 3 over there. And let's compare where we were at June the 1st, when primary schools reopened. Where was it? It was around 8, so 0.7 to 0.9. A bit lower than where we are now, but not all that much lower. But it's worth saying that lockdown, the end of that lockdown, was phased, so it was more than a month from that until pubs reopened. About 4th of July that pubs reopened. R was still 0.8, so where it is kind of more or less a little bit below where it is now, but it had been there for quite some time. That's not the only measure. We can also look at the positivity rate, so the percentage of the population testing positive for COVID-19. This is from the ONS, the Office for National Statistics. They bring this out every week, and it shows you, look, we'll do the same exercise again. Back in July, the 4th of July, 0.03% of the population were testing positive, compared with, well, you can see it's a lot higher at the moment, 1.55% at the moment testing positive. So we're a long way off on that measure. It needs to come down a lot more, but that's not the only way of looking at this. We could also look at hospital admissions, key thing for getting a sense of this disease. Same thing again. Let's have a look. Back on the 4th of July, hospital admissions back then, it was 200. Right now, well, you can see, look, it's a lot higher, over 2,000 at the latest. But it is worth saying, you know, the news might be a bit better because it could well be because of the vaccine, these lines come down even faster. So if that proves to be the case, we will bring that to you as soon as the data is suggesting it.